Hi, I'm Katherine. I'm principal architect of a studio I founded called Volume and Void.
And where were you born and educated?
I was actually born on an Air Force base near Dayton, Ohio. Although I mainly grew up where my parents grew up, which is in the Detroit area. I went to school at Lawrence Technological University, just outside of Detroit, and then at Arizona State University is where I got my master's.
All right. And what key life experiences or jobs have formed who you are today?
I had Teddy Cruz, the architect from San Diego and Guatemala, as a professor at ASU, and he's the one that really planted the seed about how architecture is a political act. And then I've had a number of interactions through the American Institute of Architects in advocacy. So meeting a number of very talented, very passionate architects that have actually been my mentors and basically, took my hand and lifted me up into that space. So.
And how did you become passionate and involved in our city?
For me, really finding my voice took something at the state level, actually. A few years ago, the Arizona governor decided to declare war on architecture licenses. And he announced his plan to dissolve the licensure requirements for architects. And I had just about a year and a half prior gotten my architecture license. So I was like, me and what army? I'm marching down to the state capitol and just saying, no, bad idea all around. You're not going to take this away from me. It's been a very hard one. So I ended up contacting the staff of the AIA and just said, how can I get involved? What's going on? What can I do? So they said, okay, come to the Phoenix Advocacy Group as a starter. It's been a really interesting experience since then.
And then why is our city a great city?
I think Phoenix and the surrounding metro areas are very unique. And that gives us amazing opportunities to really impact our environment. We've seen here in the Phoenix metro area, we do experience the urban heat island effect. We have some unique challenges, but I think that presents us some very unique opportunities.
What causes, projects, and activities are you involved in, and why?
I'm teaching at ASU, a studio for third-year students on homelessness and creating humane spaces. I got connected a couple years ago with those in the community surrounding homelessness, and not only its prevention, but seeking to rehouse. Also, just generally with advocacy for architects, good design, good architecture.
And how do you collaborate with other groups and individuals to realize your impactful work?
It's paramount to collaborate. In my architectural practice, I fully believe in having a collaboration between, the client, myself, the contractor, the engineers. Again, everybody has their own expertise, and that just makes the project stronger.
What other creators who are focused on similar causes, projects, and activities have influenced you?
Neil and Eddie Jones from Jones Studio. They're both very involved in advocacy. Max has been fantastic. There's a landscape architect, Chris Floor. She actually gave me some really fantastic advice.
What would you recommend I do to become a future creator of a great city?
Get involved, right?
Did you want to talk a little bit about your principle of architect and?
Yeah, so, you're an architect and, child, you're an architect and sibling, you're an architect and parent, you're an architect and advocate, you're an architect and teacher, you're an architect and student, you're an architect and bungee jumper, whatever that is, right? You are so many other things, and it makes what we do so much more powerful when we acknowledge the and.
Thank you, Katherine.
Oh, my pleasure. Absolutely.